Quick start here. Team Liquid looking to push the pace. They're already TP'd in, they're already blast packed in. And they have control of this site. It's gonna have to be a full-on retake for PRX.
Decent amount of spam damage has been taken. 3 players tagged up here on the side of Liquid.
Spike planted.
Something needing a bit. Already in position here. Trying to go for the retake on PRX, but they're already losing out on 2 players. Divide will peel one back as Keiko will be taken out of the fray here. Moving on to the corner though. It's going to be Divide having to do it all.
Team Liquid, they've got players on every angle. And they just are willing to peek that while PRX is trying to figure out how they're going to make this retake go, how they're going to use their util. By the time they're getting to that phenomenal IGL now. Good flash there.
And Camo is taking the fight. Not ready for the second layer, though, at a ramp, so Jinggg does manage to trade it back, but Keiko breaks things wide open. Straight up into the A side as PatMen falls. Jinggg gonna try to lurk around the back, but Nat's watching for this, waiting in anticipation and winning it out. Expect to be damned, he finds the kill.
Bring them down.
And that pretty much seals the deal on this bonus getting converted.
I would think this should be a save at this point. Forsaken and Divide.
Toxins going up.
Maybe going for some damage here.
Keiko lingering within the smoke, the corner hold here from Serial. Comes up with the goods, and now it's just Divide.
Way ahead of them right now. Well, there you go. Okay.
Either of a shot, a little bit short on that haunt, but still able to find an opening kill. Getting on the board in thrifty fashion would certainly be a PRX maneuver. There's something, speaking there from the box, just a classic in hand, opts to go ahead, back away, give up a bit of space, and then try to escort the rest of the team forward as the flashes try to fly. Not getting the full blind, but the paranoia will certainly do the job. Slows up the approach here. The shots start connecting. 2 more kills going to be found for the side of PRX, and Keiko down to 6 HP. But PRX now in a fantastic position to convert this.
Great adjustment from PRX, and a good opener kill, able to find that by PatMen's way. That really opens things up. I mean, Keiko.
Enemy remaining.
Yep.
Lucky shout strike. Just awarded 3 more rounds of.
This is. Ooh. That's what you need from something. You need that operator to come alive.
Mr. Worldwide just shifting around from A to B. Those first 2 kills, Keiko will be able to answer one back. paTiTek look to make a run of this, try to make it as costly as possible. Slim up the bankroll here from PRX, but where does he decide to go is the question. Operator's going to be sliding back in towards garage here. Something on the angle. Ready to bring this one to a swift conclusion, and he shall.
With the dimensional drift, Kamo out there. He's not going to see too much. Wide open A site.
Spot on the one, maybe a glimpse there on the Divide. He's going to try to push the pace here. Get in on top of this Yoru, who takes him low but cannot take him down. Camo surviving 33 HP, but PatMen closely encroaching here. Nat's around the corner. Dealt with there, paTiTek. They fall, the Nightfall's going to be committed. Keiko able to avoid that, so they might not be too certain, but there you go. That's all the confirmation you need. A gun barrel going to be spotted. Showstopper not able to find it. The defuse being held. Keiko back around the corner. Obviously don't have to be concerned about a showstopper as something.
It's going to be a bit of a fake attempt here. A 2-2 split for Team Liquid on this attack to try to get it going.
We do have the pick now coming through. PatMen going to be taken out, and with that elimination, they say, okay, just try to send it across. Do they back off of this now? Looks like the answer is going to be no. Still committing to this rotation towards the A site as Jinggg going to get timing by Nats.
30 seconds
Brings
left.
it now into a 3v3. Dimensional drift available for something. They try to go for the retake, but Forsaken filling the site. Gets that full blind onto Keiko. Nats now dealt with, and paTiTek, in likelihood, should just go for the save. The smoke dissipating, time not going to be on his side. Gets the spot on the something. Forsaken will be. Crash set, cleared, flash. Does go through, so he's going to be in the back there. A bit delayed from the nade. Get the spot out here onto Keiko. They want to try to flush him out. Jinggg does manage to spray down too. Weapon going to be upgraded. Showstopper online for Keiko. And suddenly this round, it might have just turned on its head. If he can isolate one, the Showstopper could all but guarantee the kill on the other.
Trying to figure out where that operator.
Get there the old-fashioned way, but yeah, dimensional drift might be a decent way to try to get this.
Patience being shown.
Hasn't swapped weapons. Likely just have to rely on the sidearm here. Gets the spot out. Showstopper immediately going to be set. They can try to wait this out. Does buy a decent amount of time. Something out of the dimensional drift taken down. Keiko holding on the angle Divide, needing to get the clear, and he cannot. 2 charges away from a Showstopper is something. clears out the gate crash here at backside. Holds him at bay for now. Another one going to be sent though, and Divide, perfect position, trying to find the punish for Keiko again! Absolutely destructive! 2 quick kills. Something's positioned now known. Keiko gets the drag across, another 3K for him. Player advantage in the hands of Team Liquid. Spike forward, opposite side of the pillar. Forsaken just cycling these smokes as Jinggg gets himself up into heaven, catches a glimpse of one. Cannot find the kill, nor a lick of damage. On the repeat though, Serial taken down out of backside. Forsaken avoiding the haunt. Here's the tap, swings in on a perfect timing. It all comes down. Dimensional drift to start. Camo pushing forward, trying to get the scout out. Runs a spot onto something, tries to go for the exit, but he is just not out at all. Why they're in the hall, Jinggg, he's out looking nuts. Windfall now, avoided by 1, a catch on to 2. They have to backpedal and give it the off investment. They might just look the same. Able to find 1. Jinggg gonna be taken down here in mid, but the rest of the team refills the space. The spike now stranded.
Mid.
Here, PRX guarantee themselves a lead at the moment. His work absolutely cut out for him.
I think this Nightfall's gonna whiff.
30 seconds left.
It's gonna whiff.
Hit anybody.
That's gonna encourage them to now push forward. The drop down, swing out from Jinggg off the back of the paranoia sent from Forsaken, who still holds down Garage. That's able to fight back for 1, but Jinggg gets himself a 3rd and something clean. Jinggg with a frenzy to try to run them down. Gets the headshot on the paTiTek, but paTiTek answers back. Those headshot gets the cleanup. They'll fall down to 22, but
you're on B site. They can get through quick. He might be able to get a plant down and make it a 4v4.
keeping it quiet. Finds himself another headshot. Forsaken. Down to 20. Swing over the corner, and paTiTek walling them here. This team will go.
Team Liquid set in.
Bring them down.
And they're dug in.
3 players in position as the clone eats the damage. paTiTek taken down to 46 behind it, but Jinggg, once again, a casualty. Some counter spray from Forsaken will be able to flush the enemy fade out of the smoke. Team Liquid now needing to rotate the full forces across. Concern about a potential late flank here, but we'll soon find out that everyone from PRX situated over towards the side itself. PatMen with a nice headshot, able to find Camo. That's going to be cleaned up. There's 2 players remaining here. Spot onto Keiko comes through. PatMen finds himself another. Zero with a recovered Vandal.
Up in B heaven. Gotta make sure that's somehow accounted for.
He's dead going out. Paranoia not getting the connection there. Grab well. Away here from
Folks to cycle in. They just do.
Face your fear!
Might fall towards heaven. They're going to connect 1-to-1. On. Get away. Keiko's position here. As Jinggg goes barreling forwards, able to find the headshot. Something covering fire. Cleaning up 2. Camo arriving, peeking. Finds the kill. PatMen now left to his own devices. Spots out the enemy Yoru. Trying to flush him out, the Prowler. Firming presence from the other player. Tries to fake the plant. Prowler cleared something about the spot out. Just let everyone know, doesn't push in. Showstopper attempt to send it there. This can come down, Camo with 2. Something still creeping forward. He catches paTiTek completely off guard. That's it, started the rotation. He is nearby. Here's the spike getting planted. Can he do the most Nats thing ever and clutch this out? A 1v3. Well, Jinggg has a showstopper. Takes a peek around. Glimpse onto 1 as Snakebite goes bounding forward, but something can just ride the rope out to safety.
Gonna try to cut through again, using that poison cloud against him.
Flash out as that does end up dropping. Something stunned up here for the moment, but no one in position to try to find the punish there. Dimensional drift in play, but teammates falling down around him. Camo having to backpedal himself out the alley safely this time around as the Nightfall's going to go across. Some decay damage found. Camo re-entering, swings in, instantaneously finds the headshot. As Forsaken gets put on the floor, we enter into a 3v3. Looks for a little bit more. The wide swing from something. Outdoes it. Gets the job done once again. Back off here from paTiTek. Nats approaching from heaven. paTiTek able to find. Whoa!
Face your fear!
Fall not going to spot anything. All players playing up in towards heaven, as well as the vents. Wide open here for the taking. Cosmic Divide, maybe a counterfeit available. As just to take it down, paTiTek able to go ahead and collect that one over towards screens. But not finding the reveal. Clear on the blast pack, spam through. Camo taken so very low. Just 1 HP remaining on him, but he's still managing to find 2 kills. PatMen and Forsaken both going to be taken down. Oh, falls to Jinggg, turns back in, finds the first. Another paint shell going to be built up, but he's looking.
He's correct. Buy some time.
Backs away from the angle. Paranoia going to be sent, not going to catch that onto Nats, but it's going to be Demise something coming away with 1. Serial back sight, finding himself 2 kills. Makes it a 2v2, but now there's going to be a pit in play. Spike picked up Forsaken. Rotates over, gets the plant, has the ult as well, can go on a scouting mission. His Camo immediately dropping down. He's trying to fake it. He's just sprinted into back sight, and they have absolutely no idea. The retreat forward, Devi's been outdone! Patty finds
actually.
Quick exit, Paranoia already committed, and paTiTek holding down ramps. Camo ready to pinch in from behind, goes for the strike. Devi able to find one, another at the same time. As the dust will settle, PatMen alone. Has to clutch this out to bring this map to an end. He's got Serial. And Matt's on the opposite side. 72 HP, 1 Prowler, 1 Haunt.
He's had some clutches in Pacific. He can do it.
Toxins going up.
Plays it quiet. Back of sight here behind the screen. Double push forward out of the elbow. Swings in, is good for 1.
Gathering mission here for himself.
Spotted anything there. Nat's able to back away fast enough. Running out of time with the A site open. So won't get punished, but also doesn't spot out anyone at all, including Keiko. Showstopper now. Invested as Jingg's flying at him and he's dead. As it explodes erupts beneath his feet. Keiko looking for the ace, and he has it!
Of an ace. The dimensional drift doesn't see a thing. All of Team Liquid is hidden in their positions, and it isn't read quickly enough by
By himself. That is going to have PRX reeling, but they don't have time to try to recover fully as paTiTek swings in, takes down something as he forced up for the operator. Jinggg now gone. Both duelists dead. Here on the defense. These Liquid are going to look to try to make this a very quick OT. Double push down in towards mid. Forsaken and Device shoulder to shoulder. They're trying to clear this out, but yeah, they're just hugging back. Waiting for it with a triple stack high-low.
30 seconds left.
Right on a timing. A crash forward, Device.
Player standing.
Trying to rush forward, catch them off guard, but there's just too many players on the opposite side. They haven't lost anyone. PatMen now would need to ace clutch. Can only take the first. More off course, but it's something dead again. This time Jinggg is able to answer back. A kill, finds a second. Player advantage here for PRX as they look to try to extend this OT. Devi tagged up. Now Keiko's position going to be confirmed. Paint shells will find a bit of additional damage there onto the enemy Viper.
Spike planted.
Spike now planted. PRX 4v3 to try to hold this, but Keiko covering fire, finds Devi. Jinggg is still able to clean up 1. Showstopper going to be lobbed in towards heaven, and Jinggg now on for an ace of his own. Serial tucked in around the corner. Trying to utilize the smoke here against him, pushes forward in case the angle's going to be from screens, but here's the drop. Swings in, looks for it, denied. Serial now with an opportunity to try to bring this to its end, but Forsaken that's a great crash that would take him out to safety. If anybody just peeked out from heaven, he'd be dead to rights, because at the moment, he does not have the read on this, but now certainly does as the util starts to fly. But here comes the approach in from main, and Team Liquid are just playing around, playing these angles so beautifully. PatMen gone, just Devi, Forsaken, and Jinggg.
And,
3 OGs to try.
Look who's lurking.
Close this out, but yeah, and they have to know. There's not much that they can do about it here for the moment. They're taking about to turn back, and there's the timing. That's striking when you least expect. Devi, last one standing. Bit of damage. So wait out the vulnerable. A 1v2. If he can isolate, break through this opening corner here, but he's not even reading it. PatTitek the ramp. Prowler gives it away. Making a little bit more noise than PatTitek. Takes out something once more. Just not been given any opportunity to really find impact in these OT rounds. Consistently dying right off the top.
It's the one player who's played against PRX before.
Jinggg bounding forward, Nats.
Toxin screen down.
Waiting here, striking, swings in towards heaven. PatMen faces back, does manage to find that kill, but now it's a 2v3. Must win for PRX and Forsaken. Evens up the odds. Planta now come through. Camo trying to find
Spike
this
planted.
enemy Omen.
Here.
Forsaken ends up getting tucked back through.
One flash left. Gotta make it a good one.
It's the only bit of util. Aside from Forsaken with 2 teleports. Liquid trying to see if PRX get impatient here. Lob in on that flash. Not able to find anything. The smoke out dissipating. Forsaken fighting one, but cannot get the other!
B main. Maybe get aggressive. Keiko off the rip, a headshot on the Jinggg.
Doesn't matter if it's the Rays, doesn't matter if it's the Omen. This guy is just on point today. Immediately finding that kill. Forsaken gonna be looking to try to shut him down, but Keiko has other ideas. It's another headshot. Another pickup, another death. It's PRX
Gun here.
just slowly marching toward their tournament exit.
Toxins going up.
Barring a turn on the round, still do have these sheriffs in hand. They have their work cut out from Tripwire to go ahead and
Toxin
intercept.
screen down.
Camo in position over at Alley.
He's gonna have a great angle for a relay bolt off that trip.
Gonna have a crossfire set up here with Serial. Looks for the reposition, clears the dart. Gets the ping reveal, a couple shots gonna go flying out. His wall gets raised, but very quickly it's being broken down. Robin on the shock dart, forces him forward. Limit will be the start. Eventually does manage to find his prize, as that'll be the cleanup coming. The one that could certainly pay off. Camo caught, strafing across the site. Real way to try to play off that tripwire. In fact, the counter spam in anticipation of the peak does manage to find Serial down to 45.
Here.
PatMen on this lurk. May be able to find the timing here if he cuts in towards tiles. Wall now dropping, but it's going to be paTiTek who actually turns around, finds him with the Bulldog, upgrades to the Vandal. Now we'll look to try to start a flank. The rest of the team pushing forward. Paranoia going to be sent, but cleaned up as they work their way through the one-way. And it's just Keiko to try to see if he can make this a bit more costly, but he made it, clears out the tripwire. Camo going to be holding close at the ready. Here is Jinggg. Camo cannot sprint fast enough. He gets taken down. Keiko's still going to be set up here over towards Alley.
30 seconds
Flank
left.
coming through. PatMen going to try to hound him down, and he does. Immediately, the spray in towards backside. Fish out paTiTek is here.
The map itself.
I said flawless fashion.
Oh, hold on.
They are going on the hunt. They're coming out on top. Site. Very narrow angle to try to play off of. Serial immediately having to backpedal. Paranoia goes his way. Tucks back in towards Boba, joining in alongside Nats. As for now, site is opened up here for the taking. Spike coming through.
This is the pit.
They get the wall set up, yeah, here on market. And PatMen, like you said, the pit going to be invested immediately. Trying to make this nigh impossible for Team Liquid. Camera frantically just sending out a dart, hoping to find a hit, but comes up shy. Fury now committed to try to flush him out. PatMen is the first one to fall. Camo's able to find that kill. Attack on him, Forsaken forces him back, and he cannot hold his ground. That finds that. Jinggg looking for a little bit more, but they're all falling to the wayside as something's the last one standing. There's the blind, there's the shot. And Team Liquid forward into the smoke there at mid. Forsaken about to be backstabbed here. Nats, he reads it so perfectly. Heard the maneuver. Just managed to find that kill. Turn over the top there at market. Tiny little gap to try to peek through. He will be able to slide forward onto the site. Cam still not going to be cleared. PatMen on this linger here at mid. Seeing if he can intercept anybody. Keiko starting to strafe maybe into position here where the punish can be found, but it's gonna be the lead-in from Camo, escorting him forward. Keeping his teammate clear on the angle. Something now having to hold down market. Gets a timing shot. Go ahead and take out one, but falling to the wayside at the same time. Divine something to try to hold this back. Paranoia crashes across, finding the Sage. Serial swings around. comes up with that kill and defuse, being held in something with some swing. Paint Shell's gonna make it a little bit more difficult as they do get cleared out. He's still gonna be here at backside though. Put up some damage, but getting ping revealed to Hunter's Jury. He's just completely contained into the corner, and Jinggg is able to collect. They look for a little bit more. The wall gonna be raised here in their faces. Kamo quickly tries to break down one of the segments, and that forces Forsaken to not be able to push forward. Rocket doesn't find the kill, gets a good amount of damage, but paTiTek still alive, still able to find some impact here.
Planted.
Spike gets planted. PRX should be favored in this position. Team Liquid are going to look to try to reroute that script, but Kamo and Nat swiftly are going to be dealt with here through the smokes. Not able to find one.
Last player standing.
Looking for a little bit more here. That out.
He's pushing
stats, and yeah, he's pushing in, and now realizes that he is entrenched in a very rough spot. Snakebite to try to flush him out into the open, and it works a treat. Serial able to collect. Hard angles, the crossfire setup!
Unless they can win these early scrums, Jingg's ahead of it.
Managed to find the opening kill. Keiko quickly backpedaling here, sets up a smoke. He's going to be paranoid, tries to close the gap a little bit so he can gain some vision, but Forsaken's still able to find the shots.
One enemy remaining.
paTiTek dead on the flank.
Spike drop.
This is going to be Serial slowly making his way through, so PRX looking to match aggression with aggression here. Trade back in the rounds, double face forward. So scrappy and fast-paced, no safety. There's a tripwire spotted, cleared. Hunter's Fury gonna be opened up. PatMen gets the punish though. He's right here on top of him, the late lurk. He's off dividends and he manages to tuck away into the corner, keeps himself alive. Jinggg at the same time off screen gonna be taken down as Nats finds that kill. Pit available now for the Viper. It's Forsaken. Just the second spare. Goes for the TP, but it gets canceled and he's immediately right back into his demise. The wheels coming off a bit here, it would seem. Timing has the heal available. Would love to get that. Oh, there it is. Okay, finally does go through.
Timing was just off. Needed the other players to already be in position.
All set up. Kamo, 20 HP, pops the overdrive, but catches a stray to the skull. Suddenly into a 3v3 we go. Plan to come in. Something mining the flank. Is he going to be ready for the second layer? Looks like he won't have to worry about it. Serial is going to be the one to take him out of the equation. Pulls back though. He's worried about a deep wraparound through the backside of the A site.
They don't know where PatMen went.
Just sat here, playing in front of the toxic screen. It will fall.
Last player
Divide.
standing.
It's perfectly poised. Serial. Clip probably favor you there. Into a pit.
I like those
Absolutely
odds.
can get some, yeah, some work done.
Hey, PatMen.
He's just sliding forward into this. It's the shock darts. Just shy of being able to find that kill. The push forward fight does end up getting him, and Jingg's going to be taken down as they get the ping reveal.
Will not kill my ally.
All committed. Try to go ahead and get the res through. Divide on the counter spam.
I'm out
Finds
of here.
paTiTek as Kamo gets the spot out onto one. The Bucky here in their faces, but Divide is doing God's work right now for the team. Gets himself a third. It's just Keiko and Serial now. Arriving to try to retake. Stop PRX from halving the lead at the half. Divide worked lower and lower, down to 25. It's back around, and Serial will be noted and dealt with. Keiko with everything to do. 3 players around the corner, all of them very low, but the wide swing.
A couple ghosts otherwise. Forsaken is half armor. Serial under pressure.
Really aggressive paranoia going to be sent out. Doesn't connect onto the Cypher, but space taken here for PRX.
They're gonna, Team Liquid's going to take space right back.
Yeah, already Kamo arriving here at Boba, misses the timing though to get the spot out, and as he tries to just send out the relay bolt, Forsaken at range with the classic. Manages to find the kill. Something pretty much back. Jinggg finding Keiko. Snat's able to avoid the dart, but just has one more player. Try to make a go of this now by himself.
Stacking through mid. They're taking a look. Team Liquid trying to obscure their numbers.
Shots flying through here, but his heavy presence in mid. Numbers advantage ends up winning out. Jinggg dead. Weapon to be recovered from Forsaken off screen. He pinches in from behind, works his way across towards tiles, tucks into the corner, and he's out to Kamo!
Remaining. Spike down mid.
No idea what hit him! Death from behind is Serial Flynn. Make it look like a clown car.
That's right. That thing usually holds two.
Forsaken, pushing forward into the smoke once again. It goes on red. Camo able to fight back for one.
Enemy
Straight here
remaining.
onto the Omen, but they are just losing on all fronts.
This is, oh, okay, Nats. Good for him to kill on the Divide. He's got Jinggg.
That's, you don't
Get
wanna.
done with the op. Yep, he can.
And he can. Looks for the readjust. Downward flick not gonna come through. Showstopper. Jinggg will get sniped out of the sky by Keiko, but still is able to find a kill. 3v3 now.
Takes
Flank getting scooped up. Drawn from something. Check into mid. Gets a spot on the serial, but forward takes some space.
The PRX isn't really reading this. They weren't aware that there were two players tucked behind that wall, so this is going to open up the map for Team Liquid.
It's gonna fall on PatMen once again.
He was so good last time.
Cutting their way in to the B site. They haven't seen him. They have to suspect that he's gonna be the one playing on this side of the map, trying to play around that Viper wall. Serial up, make first contact. He gets dropped. Spike now on the floor. Quick TP over into B main. PatMen still gonna get flushed out though. Spike has to be scooped up. Hit comes through. That's still needing to recover this, and there's only 20 seconds remaining.
Here.
Small little corner of safety within the pit to try to go for the plant. Otherwise, might have to try to just pass this over to Keiko.
So spammable.
And it is. Forsaken
10 seconds left.
reads it perfectly as something comes in off the...
But instead, it's a change in direction through the door towards B. Forsaken doing a little jiggling.
They try to clear him out, but there's the covering fires. The paranoia gets sent. Penny desperately trying to back away. Lobs in the paint shells. Spike gets tapped, but something swoops around from upper. Finds one. paTiTek fighting back for a little bit. They're just running him
Hold the
down.
line at C.
One coming in is going to be heard as the
Spike down
wraparound
B.
comes through there from PatMen, but something in the headshot. Keiko taken down. Nats trying to fight, but cannot get it done. Judge is going to be left on the floor. Camo able to find that kill, but eats an immense amount of damage. That one's going to be routed through tree, where the wall is set up. It's popped. Quick little last pack forward. Get this plant down ASAP. Lion's share of the work is going to have to be on the shoulders of Penny, you would suspect, given that Camo does just have 17 health remaining. PatMen making some noise. Rushing forward, back, turn, the swing, Divide. Able to find one, now it's just Camo. Completely revealed out. And as he swings back in, Divide picks
Do
up
the trip and go for the kill on the Nats.
back into the buy, and it looks like PRX is going to look to up the pace. The paranoia going across the haunt reveal. The spray coming through, and Jinggg eventually is able to find it. 3 assists lobbed in. Penny on the floor. No showstopper to be seen here in this round. Team Liquid, though, still staying stacked in position. Paint shell still available. As the C's going to be lobbed in. PatMen finds a headshot, and Jinggg finds 2. Nothing more to be done.
They are just one step ahead of Team Liquid at every twist and turn right now. Beautiful, beautiful utility from PatMen. And Haunt is great. The C's follow up to set up the show.
Here on the side of Liquid is the showstopper going to be sent out the blind connecting. Rocket gets set, but Jinggg striking, able to find one. Penny trades it back. As we go way late for Raze. The Nightfall going forward. Gets the tag on to Divide. They're trying to flush him out. He gets the spot. Finishes off the enemy Raze. Keiko able to go ahead and push forward. Taking down Forsaken at the door. PatMen trying to play it slow, play it close. Finds the first. Nearly has him line up. Something now has arrived. Cage blocks, finds the first. At the ready, going to be sending out the convergent paths. Immediately pushing forward. Forward into the smoke. Nothing going to be spotted. How long does he want to stick around?
He's got his ult. Oh
Outer
no!
spray finds the headshot. Something taken down. Nightfall now invested from PatMen. Crashes across, connecting on to multiple players. Divide will go ahead and equalize the player count, but Keiko trades it back into their favor. Jinggg, however, another showstopper built up. Sends it. Gets rewarded with 2 once more. As paTiTek cannot.
A a pause. Forsaken still gets a
paTiTek
kill.
just spammed out. Jinggg blast packs over the top of it. Seems like it was heard. There's not much that they can do. They're trying to dissuade as PatMen is also there.
PRX, they're down.
Well, Jinggg clearly not getting the memo on that entry from Camo. Forsaken does manage to find a bit of revenge. TP into the back here from Keiko, but it's not going to mean very much. Finds the first kill, but Forsaken has just already massacred the entire rest of his team.
Spikes down.
Cover going out.
Pick up the Own and try to counter spam out, but they're more than ready for that. As Liquid can just not catch a break. From this point, Keiko would love to try to save the weapon, but has to suspect that he's going to be surrounded pretty much on all sides. We'll confirm his position. TP in the smoke, pushes out.
Actually stacking behind the wall.
Blind is dead.
Top of the door, Penny out into the open. Devi able to collect. Two players trying to stay tucked into this cyber cage, but it's not going to last very long. Flash out off the clone, Devi with another 3K. Camo, the only one left alive, and as we go into the last round of this half.
This is absolutely just a massacre.
One enemy remaining.
They are swarming. Anytime they make contact with Team Liquid,
It's
they are
dangerously close to being online here for Team Liquid.
I have the spike.
So look to try to get themselves at least a 10-2. Spot out, Forsaken backpedaling. Tries to cycle another smoke. It's a tiny little gap left in this one. Clear out, push forward. Camo able to find the headshot. Eats a decent amount of damage, but still comes away with the kill. Convergent paths at the ready.
I'll handle this.
Makes better of it. Waits for a little bit longer now, sends it out. Jinggg gonna be taken down. Dimensional drip, scouting them forward. It's gonna bounce up from Penny as Devi hits the transfer. Steel Garden, now gonna be invested, the knife falls out. Nats is able to find one, but something cleans it up. 2v2 without their weapons, as something hits the sub-swing, and paTiTek's position is known. Full HP, looking for the headshots. Spots out Devi, the flash flying, and once again, something.
barreling in.
Tripwire caught there from the clone. Keiko finding a nice headshot, is able to take down PatMen, eats a bit of damage, but that's going to be felt. Keiko still breathing, still staying alive. Jinggg able to find two, so they both have to go their separate ways. Turns back, finds.
Just gets a little bit of help from some friends too along the way.
Okay,
That one is,
just off of audio.
that is crazy. 4 HP here. You know, the PRX players are busy trying to clear out.
Tripwire cleared, player going to be noted there, and upper paTiTek going to be forced away. Jinggg sitting over towards door. Boombot does get some damage, but how are you meant to push into this?
Enemy remaining.
They all fall to the wayside as a bonus conversion. Looks like it is not on the cards. Team Liquid are tied to the train track, and there is no masked hero on horseback coming to save them. PatMen will rotate around here for paTiTek. Shots are gonna have to be insane, but instantly the push at C is swept aside. Camo able to find one, a backstab getting ready to come through over here at B main. Penny getting the read, turns, finds it, clears it out. Showstopper value not gonna be found. As the plant comes in, Jinggg down to 36 health. Forsaken catching a glimpse. To see Patty there as the shots go whizzing past.
Where are you?
Paranoia expended. Jinggg wrapping around the back, looking to try to get this kill. Hasn't cleared him. Notes him now.
Enemy remaining.
Finds a shot, another paint shell going to be built up. The Prowler doesn't note him somehow. This might lead paTiTek to think that he rewrapped, but no, the Jingle Peek does spot him out. Still going to be nearby enough that they can quickly try to get on top of this one, but Jinggg goes flying into upper, finds the kill. Convergent paths now about to be sent. Forsaken teleporting his way out to safety, arrives now back over at Rubble, but something's got caught up. That gives a player advantage now to the side of Team Liquid. PRX certainly not out of this yet. Forsaken just got to re-wrap through the baby door. Cut noise. Try to instill some doubt here. Smoke cycled onto upper once again. Basically tell the story. Spike gets planted. Team Liquid sending 3. Down towards Forsaken here. He's going to be caught in transit, and he cannot escape.
Be right back.
Kamo with another massive multi-kill round. 3 at the moment. Potentially beyond for the ace.
Player
Flash
standing.
out to buy. Only going to be good for 1. It's another 4K. Kamo gets the ace.
Impactful in this round. It forced PRX off this comfortable plant.
Slow down.
And then Kamo just is electric. He's deleting him. He is having
Yeah,
one.
no tripwires obviously with his setup here as Devi about to be knifes out, dead to rights. Kamo finds the kill.
Thank you, Telly.
Everybody from Liquid now getting clustered up, ready to potentially go for a flood retake as Jingg's head gonna be spotted. TP up and over the top, a slide down. Jinggg does find 1, but Penny with that paint shell, able to go ahead and trade it out. Taking good for 1, Nats trading it back. PatMen flushed out of drop, the spike still not planted now. Dead at drop. We'll see that this is completely opened up here for the moment. Early paranoia gonna be sent there from Keiko. Not really gonna dissuade too much. Yoru is able to clear things for them. Heading up over the top, paTiTek on the jiggle peak, the spray, not quite connecting. Showstopper, getting 7, Jinggg immediately shut down, Penny on top of the box! Finds both Forsaken and Jinggg.
Portal closed.
Wheels continuing to come off here, as PatMen is only able to find 1 before getting taken down. It's all on Devi. Too many targets. All lined up, all pushing forward, looking to try to hunt him down. Finds the first. Can they allow him to divide and conquer? The defuse is being held. I'll let this fully rotate and close, and Kamo just inching wider and wider on the peak. Finds the kill. This Boombot getting some value. Reposition from Forsaken. TP's out the opposite side as the conversion paths does get infested. Swings in, finds 1, tries to get the lineup there on the Penny, but cannot make it happen. He stays alive, maintains the player advantage for Team Liquid. Go, reposition. Clear on the haunt from Nats. Disguises this. Ultimately, it seems like PRX are going to be pushing into the site. The Prowler is not going to check the angle. As something he's looking up, he's looking for the camera! PatMen tucked in behind the box.
30 seconds left.
PRX are 1 round away.
We've lost the match. We've lost the match.
Just can't believe how this has gotten away from them. Nightfall across, able to find 2. TP into the corner here from Forsaken. Does manage to complete the ultimate safely. Follows the trail, looks for Nats, is able to flush him out. Feels like the first advantage that PRX has been able to find for themselves in quite some time. Sees nade combo gonna be sent. Prevents the plant from coming through. They still have not gotten this spike down, and something ends up getting picked off.
Here.
Came out good for the kill. The haunt cleared out as Forsaken turns. He gets distracted and picked apart. Some shots in, a tag out. Kamo still alive, still standing.
Team Liquid being very cautious.
That's inching forward and immediately finding the headshot. Saturation not going to connect there on the Jinggg as he's able to trade 1 back. Kamo going to be dead. Nats does get taken to 35. Thorns immediately popped. The wall still here on the C site. A double entry across this one, and paTiTek wins the duel against Devi. Blind out something. Managing to find 2 quick kills as Penny and Keiko both going to be taken down. Forsaken arriving with the Yodin.
Last player standing.
Is now going to be playing all alone. Nightfall at the ready. As he will have his suspicions confirmed. Forsaken has repositioned.
Planted.
But to where?
It's a guessing game. He's just rapping all the way through. He knows he can come back and play this angle.
No smoke for 15 seconds, but a safe defuse spot here for Forsaken. Drifts out, shot, flying. paTiTek down to 10. Goes for the fight. We get the clear on the tripwire. A re-wrap here from PatMen to join in with the rest of the team who are committing into the A site.
Rip and tear.
Nemo backing away. Thorn set up at the base of the stairs.
Spike planted.
PRX. Does it all end here? Or does Team Liquid take us the distance and then some? Everyone in position, drop down into the site. Some spam across, takes them low. 97 HP between paTiTek and Kamo. If something holds back here. The paint shells buy some time. The push is coming in. Forsaken collecting two. Divide finding another. Nance has fallen, and it's all on Keiko's shoulders. The 1v3, not to be found.